I like going live versus doing like it's growing on me, bro. Bro, it's growing like a fetus and a nurturing fetus. Bro, we gotta get to a fucking ranked. Damn. Oh, you know what? Listen, we're almost 29 and then 30. There's two more levels. Meanwhile, DJ Academics is going ham. Should I? Should I? Definitely not picking Baba Yaga right now. He's like skipping through the content. If he can do it, I can do it. You know, like you can play other people's like voice, like not music, on YouTube, right? Whoa. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. She's crazy. That bitch is crazy. Damn. Wow. Right. DJ Academics is so crazy, bro. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I had to. I had to do it. Mangetsu.
Watch your step.
Wow.
Just listen to my music channel.
Wow.
Because it's all right later. So as I'm sitting in my beauty room and it's cold again, because it was just warm, because I had the heat on. And I put my, but I had to take the heat off because it was time to start getting my hair curled. And I thought, dang that. Can I just say something? I don't know. Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't be embarrassed about any fucking drug I did. That's why I talk about the motherfucking drugs I do in my motherfucking music. Always have, always fucking will.
Y'all alright? She does have a song called Filthy Emotion.
If I'm off, I'm off, yeah. But I want to make this clear. Hoping everybody hears this is clear answer. I have never, ever in my life put my hand to Jesus Christ. You want to know about my Lord and Savior? Never in my life. Because I'm right away. to take a leg rub now sometimes twice a day. But if I was crying or if I was just blowing my nose or if I was cold,
Implement worthy of myself.
Coke.
Watch your step.
Retreat! Lightning bolt! And ready to party.
Juice, that shit was fucked up. It had to be that way. Like, you never want nobody life experience death or like some shit they can't come out of. But for the ones that's doing it, that have the chance to change, you know, you might gotta go through a life experience. Me, I had to go through my own life experience. What blame should I be for those young kids drug use? None. How much social media should get regular fans for bashing these little kids all day on Instagram? These little, I be looking at situation like
Enemy could not handle it.
from me. Yeah, she probably could have done that, but nobody.
Oh, fuck you.
Mind ain't going that far, so they just be going drugs and want to stand things. Unique things. That's what they unique things. Like, what artists how many are you working on? So far, 95. I think 95 because you ever had a sensation of who made you think of that? Dark, deep shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists be living in it. So, you know, I don't think nobody is blamed for that shit. But the purpose that comes in is blaming that shit about so why celebrate? Like, you know, you gotta do like usually jamming out music. That's like life, bro. The nigga telling you, like, you gotta. I shouldn't have to explain. Well, not you shouldn't have to, but some of my homies got killed. This is my I like pop perks when I want to sleep at night. The other day I was like, myself and like, pop up 10 first. By the way, salute to Big Green in a minute. Niggas say 10 for 30s.
Elegant.
Of course. Now it's different celebrities.
An
Money
ally.
doesn't become a limiting factor. A lot of our vices in life sometimes when you're coming up, money is a limiting factor. Right? You might be a gambler, but shit, if you don't have that much to gamble, hey, you can't gamble no more, right? If you're addicted to a drug, maybe because that drug will overflow, you can't really keep purchasing it, so you gotta wait. Oh, okay, I got one thing sitting, I gotta wait till I can go on the next paycheck. But when you could have, I ain't come up like that, so I had to make a decision on myself. You want to be a high pill pop or you want to be a millionaire? I'm like, nigga, it ain't mixed. I ain't never seen a millionaire born stuff pill pop. Like, was it your team? Was it shit, I know why I did it. Ask me if I like why I came at Drake. I don't know. Like everybody, I heard the story. Yeah, the nigga did shit. That wasn't the case. Like, by the way, bringing it up. He's saying I was off the perks when I was with Nicki. What does that tell you? They probably both was off the perks. Always had that relationship. Shit like that.
Their night
And
had just
I was
begun.
somewhere they jumping before I got in the situation. I could never like let that be like one reason why I'm mad at him. Like I felt some kind of way. I just ain't really know when I look back. Like, you know what? Fuck, I went for something. You high. No, I'm just saying that like certain niggas that wasn't high, and I look back and went on YouTube and check my file, and I don't do shit like that. Not that like that shit was watching today. Dude was like, yo.
Running snippy all the time. So, yes, I have to rap in my, like I've said lyrics like, eat the snow white, I got my fun. I'm talking about weight. In fact, I've only ever seen cold in bricks. But if you, like I said, if you want to know, since y'all want to know my drugs and all that, just listen to my music. Kind of be a hot baby girl, just girl.
It was so hard. How many Africans so much drugs? I honestly believe it's the pressure from most of the create. They have to create. I think Wayne even talked about this. A lot of us create those moments when he was off whatever drugs he felt was killing him. I think a lot of these artists they're dealing with shit. I think some of them they do activities. I think a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm talking about like weight breaks. But when I talk about what I actually I say popping the things cover up and smoking like Angela's bud. I say shit like that. That's what the fuck I'm actually doing. And if I major step and told that lie to people. And I never addressed it. Because I thought it was too ridiculous at the time to address. But something just told me I was gonna do. Hi, Big Sean. I love you so much. Gundy, what's up? Gundy, can you please let these people know I always been a sniffling ass bitch? I've never in my life, let me say it again, we can do a lie detector test, we can do a hair follicle test, get the hair, my hair is long as fuck, get the hair from my motherfucking scalp all the way down to my pussy, bitch. Because that's where it reached my pussy, bitch. It reached this good blood clot, a wet type of blood clot. I know all my Jamaican fans be like, bitch, if you don't stop with that big ass accent. I got this little pimple, but
yeah, we're gonna continue.
Shingetsu, strike!
What it is, I mean, I never took her out on her. She's at least copping to that.
alcohol. I was gonna sniff it, but I didn't want to put it by my face to move the filter, bitch. So, but now I can't stop eating my ice. It's from my pregnancy too. By the end of the day, I done ate like 20 cups of ice. I've never even tried it. Never will. I just never been interested in that.
Jeez.
That was close.
Finna have a show at the Novo, man.
Novo.
Yes, sir.
November 17th.
November 17th.
Can I come? Los Angeles, homie.
Los Angeles. You feel me? My boy G finna do it up. You feel me? I like that, man. Cool.
Hey, yeah, man. Shout out though, man. Who are you got performing with you?
Just me.
You think it's a fucking just me? Then he'll look away. Then yeah, it's just me. What you talking about?
Right now. Nigga straight up ain't no openers, bitch.
Y'all go tune in then.
Fuck wrong with you,
Get the
niggas.
tickets while you can.
Grand opening, grand closing,
For
baby.
sure, how it's supposed to be.
Damn, that's actually like really sick though.
That's real player. A lot of niggas don't know how player that is when you the nigga that's, you know what I'm saying? Because you actually letting the truth
I mean,
be
when
shown.
you a nigga, you don't got openers.
Yeah.
Like really, like a lot of niggas who be doing that shit who at a high level, they don't ain't no opener. I just see Beyonce do her thing though. I didn't even know she did that.
Yeah. She had an opener.
She had
Shout out
opener?
Doechii.
Oh yeah, shout out Doechii.
Okay. Shout out Doechii.
They let Doechii go through there.
Oh, that's hard.
None but DJ Khaled he opened up, and then DJ
Doechii,
Khaled brought
Khaled
niggas
always
out.
open up for
Yeah,
her.
he does do though. He be on the tours with it for sure.
He bring everybody out.
Yeah, I was there.
Look at that nigga.
Yeah. Speak louder to these niggas, John. I was there.
He went for his birthday.
Yeah, John.
His nigga birthday the day after mine.
Oh, bro, you ain't call me out, nigga. Shit.
So who I performed? Was it the Lil Durk perform with the DJ Khaled set or was it?
Yeah, so DJ Khaled came out at like 7:30.
It's a Baba Yaga day. See, where is Baba Yaga? Oh.
Baba Yaga.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, it's Dochi, man. Put some respect on Dochi. Man.
You was doing good, homie.
Shout out Dochi, man. Shout out the girl from TDE. No, she still new. She still new, man. She still new. Shout out Dochi.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Doshi. How she was up there looking?
Look good.
Yeah, I like that, man.
That's crazy. I don't know what she looked like, but I know the voice.
She got ass, though.
I know the voice.
Do Dochi got ass?
Yeah,
We gotta ask Magwalk.
Shit, I don't be looking.
Do she got ass,
I don't be
Magwalk?
looking. That's not in his contract.
The
Dochi,
ass cheeks heavy.
You gotta go check it out, man. Pull it up. Dochi on Instagram.
Oh, he brought out OT Genesis, too. Let's not forget that. Could it? Yeah.
Yeah, shout out her.
Them praises way too high. You had to cut it. You feel me?
Nigga, OT is outside, but that was a hell of a set that nigga DJ Khaled put on there.
Is this your win?
Shout out Khaled.
Yeah, you could do that too.
I'm busy. Yeah, I'm busy.
I don't like y'all niggas.
Like who?
Yeah, if I threw a festival, would y'all niggas come perform?
I come through.
Would you come? I had a festival. You high? You took some Mr. Mushy.
That nigga off to Mr. Mushy.
Did he take? Nigga, you know I'm coming, nigga. I hope that nigga didn't take no chocolate back.
You know I'm coming, nigga. I ain't fucking with that chocolate. I got shit to do, man.
You ain't got shit to do, nigga. We in this motherfucker, man.
Nah, for sure.
We in this motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's in this bitch, man. I see y'all falling in, man. Make sure y'all like the video as soon as y'all get in this bitch. You know what I
I was
mean?
in the airport the other day. They like, hey, man, back on Fig, my nigga. I'll fuck with you, homie.
Yeah,
I'm like, nigga, I done dropped 30 mixtapes, nigga.
God, that's crazy. Get down with it, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, fuck you mean, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Back on Fig, nigga. You wanna work with
Death Row, nigga. Death Row, nigga.
Go get this nigga G a chain, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You know what I mean?
You gotta send me some more shirts, man.
All them 100 episode shirts was kind of hard. A nigga passed that. The homie. My nigga boy passed me one of them. I'm like, this that new shit y'all got? He's like, nah, this the. I'm like, oh yeah, we got to throw this on and go out. This motherfucker. And we said, for sure.
All right. Hold on. Let's see something. Oh. I'm about to say something real controversial, man. Trying to hold back. Because I'm listening to this podcast right now. I'm listening to this podcast, and it's just like, all I hear is niggas, bro. I mean, I guess that's a market. Womp womp. Caught that body. Eat them up. So my name on here is Eat them up. Right? Whoa. Oh, I'm about to get fucked. Never mind. And we got to end this. Oh. Whoa. You feel me? Everybody. Bro, we're gonna get to. There we go. We're gonna get to gonna get to level 30, bro. Pretty soon. Whew. I gotta stop missing. Ooh, there it is. He felt that. Oh yeah, he felt that, bro. He felt that. He felt that, bro. I can't wait to play ranked. You know how long it takes to goddamn. We're gonna do this, bro. Watch this.
My magics can be done with simple
We didn't even have no
procedures.
item, bro.
Fancy focuses do
Wow.
precision.
Wow. Wow. I'm out of town. Yes, sir. Watch this. Big house time, baby. Big house time. It's Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Chase 'em, fire. Alright, let me see something. Right? Oh. Oh, come on. Ah! I gotta do that. Yo, I'm, look. The conclusion is, right? If you got the right people backing you, you can push total bullshit. And that's what I learned about the, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the industry, the algorithm. Because these guys are, they got a professional setup, but they're goddamn, what are they talking about, man? Come on. He's dead. Ooh, I'm surprised.
Protection from what? The only one who can
Alright, watch
defeat
this.
Baba Yaga
Baba
is
Yaga's
Baba
infamous for the comebacks, man. I'm telling you. Infamous for the comebacks, man. Uh, Bam. You see how fast that, you know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. Like, you see that shit? We don't play around. When folks moving, I'll take you down. Oh.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. If that's the real narrative.
Yeah, that's there. So I'm like, nah, I can't do the homies
Whoa.
like that.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Oh, God. Okay.
Get out of town. Ooh, that's enough for all.
My life has been better.
If I get the rod, okay. Especially damaging an enemy god with an ability to cause a mark for 3 seconds, damaging them movement speed.
An enemy could not handle
Think
my
what I can do with this.
limber and ready to party.
But yeah, you feel me? I'm like, cool, they gonna do their thing, so yeah, that was the plan, cause I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't make the case. I was shit, whatever the case may be. I don't get there until 6.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Just pop it. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. Just with it. And then I just was late. Cause you know, on the time schedule, I got my shit at 6 o'clock.
Ooh, this is a strong one. Which way?
You know, I'm still in the house trying to entertain people, taking shots with us. So I get there. I'm just thinking, you know, niggas was waiting on me. And that nigga to me real late.
Damn. What are these niggas talking about?
Look, I'm trying to catch up because I just seen clips.
That nigga's around bullshit. That nigga walked in. I wasn't there. I walked in. Y'all shit. I walked in late.
The QI was when that nigga, well, he was like, granted, though, I was supposed to do a 2 hour. I did something we was going to do a 2 hour.
But he walked in, bought Diva Mall. Right now. I was on top.
You know what? I just realized maybe they're at the stage in their podcast where it's like they're trying to let. I feel like there's stages where he's like, you feel comfortable enough, you know.
an enemy. I knew there'd be
There we go.
the humor that we made it a show. Double the kills, double the fun. They all go. The party
The
ain't
comeback's that real, bro.
These ingredients make.
I was like, when I see them in the playback, I was like, oh, this shit right back.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
their night had just begun. Looks like we got a professional battle over here. Enemy taken. No friend that has to be here. One second. An enemy could not handle my limber and ready to party. All that skill.
No cap.
When we had pre-production meetings, niggas just telling me how to do this, telling me how to get better, all the whole shit, and all the shit. I'm like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe they make it go better, nigga.
Why does he keep coughing? What the fuck?
This is a strong
Fuck.
one.
I'm dead.
I did not
He just wasted his ult though. maybe not.
Their night had just begun. An old friend will be riding. They all go.
And I'm
Ain't
late.
over yet.
So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk no shit, but I went right in, homie.
Yeah, that was
And,
both good streams, though, man. That was both good streams with the motherfucker, though. Shouts out to the shouts out.
yeah, man. Nigga jealous. That's the narrative.
Your Titan is under attack.
Slay.
Okay, they ain't for that. Double kill. Ready to play?
Damn.
Ready to play? Looks like they all died. Time to guide their soldiers.
It was just like, there wasn't nobody on there. Then I seen another one that was like, oh, Q, this must be Q video with all the little, these motherfuckers working in the background and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be Q shit. Then I see Vince sitting there. Then I see all the, you know what I'm saying, niggas throwing the flower out.
What are you talking about? Shut up.
An enemy
Them niggas was talking about nothing, bro. For a whole fucking hour.
An enemy could not handle our celebration. Deicide.
What kind of fucking podcast was that? They had a guest. And he's just sitting there on a fucking couch. It's fucking crazy. What the fuck?
Oh, friend. Their night had just begun.
Get out of here. New ingredients made.
Our friend will be right back. Send her. An enemy.
Damn.
You went through it, and obviously the whole thing with like AD and T-Rail and everything happened. I'm wondering, where's that situation?
It's like on one hand, I got nothing against him, so I kind of don't have anything negative to say about him or whatever. But then on the other hand, and I say that because it's like it's cool to be like a good person and to not hold grudges and shit. But then you have like the more realistic aspect of it, which is that they really tried to like take me out and like eliminate me from the fucking content space, and they really like in a way that's kind of different than even the Rory Hall thing. Like Rory Hall pulled out the Joe Budden thing, and they portrayed it on the way out, and they attempted to do damage to Joe's career on the way out because of how disrespected they felt and stuff like that. And I think that they had some pretty legitimate grievances. From my perspective, I don't really think those guys have very legitimate grievances. I think that their grievances were pretty surface level, and going back to it, I think that I disagree. Well, we can get to the whole disrespect angle of it because that's kind of like the main tip I have for you. But let's get back to that.
Let's hash this out. So I disagree with you. And I think business-wise, and just thinking, I've always had this thought about this. Business-wise, I think you're right. But I do believe that the guys that you have who are some elite no jumper who are never going to. I believe that what AD and Terrell brought to that building and brought in terms of perception, and also creation within even the community at large, I can imagine at times it's probably hard for them to just like kind of look at it from like a bird's eye view, like and be like, hey, okay, this is business. They're probably like, yo, I put my life on the line for like this motherfucking shit right here. Like, yeah, if I feel I'm not being treated right, or if I feel like I'm not being respected, or I feel like I'm being disrespected, shit, that's gonna make me feel a certain type of way, which is kind of opposite to them other dudes, like Rui and Vinny Ball, like they were upset about, like they said it was contractual stuff, but really they were just upset about working. I think your guys were before they felt, and you've heard this criticism. Dan like probably laid it out to when he came up there. I do think there's a lack of chemistry and personality between the people. Like if there was no friendship, maybe that would fly. But there's gonna be loose egos, and people are probably gonna get up to the point where they actually
I can definitely own up to that. Is that in terms of how I deal with people, and I've made this mistake many times in my career, even going back to the BMX days, where there would be somebody that I had a close relationship with, we're around each other a lot, and I'm paying them in some way or whatever. And then at a certain point, I don't want to pay them anymore, or it doesn't seem like a good arrangement anymore, and I want to exit this relationship. And I think that on the way out in those kind of situations, you really like owe it to that person to really be human about it and have the extended hour-long conversation or whatever. And I've always been somebody who just kind of like moved on to the next thing business-wise way too quickly and just didn't really like do that exit talk, and I'm not sure that the exit talk always guarantees you that you have like a amicable part, but like I think that definitely there's been a lot of people over the years that I should have and this is just it's going to be a problem in business no matter what. That if you hire your friends, it's just going to be there's going to be times where you have to then fire your friends. And then at that point, they're probably not going to be friends with you anymore, and you're going to have to deal with that. And I've seen it happen to me over and over and over, especially as I transitioned into no jumper from the BMX shit. But I guess with those dudes in general, while they're at no jumper, I wish that I had engaged in more of real relationships with them. And I mean, to a certain extent, they were coming to my fucking parties at my house, with my girl's family and shit like that. And there was a bit of that, but I probably should have done more of it. And I think that part of me kind of pulling away from them as real friends in the last 6 months, let's say, of that whole thing was that I started to get really resentful of the fact that they were clearly focused on streaming and that they clearly were focused on building their own platforms. And it's I have somebody that I know who's been sending me, they've been rewatching the last couple months of the No Jumper show and shit, and sending me clips that stood out to them of how they were talking to me towards the end and just how much disrespect there was being thrown around. And that's kind of one of the biggest things that I wish that I had done differently is that I think AD realized really early on that he could get a cheap laugh by saying fuck no jumper or fuck out 22 or whatever, or just kind of playing this rebellious toddler role for a period of time. And I think I mean, after that, that, he just at a certain point was just going back to the well way too many times on this silly fucking joke of oh look, I'm acting bad, I'm acting up, I'm acting crazy, whatever. It just I should have as soon as he started to do that, I should have said, listen, you can't ever disrespect the brand. You can't you can do stuff you focus on your own career, it's all good, but you just can't cross that disrespecting the brand or be a leader of the brand. Like, that's just the one thing that can't fly. You can disagree with me, we can have heated conversations, whatever, but you just can't, like, really go against when they say nobody's bigger than the program. No Jumper as a whole is the program. So it's like anybody who's going to be part of the team over here or whatever, it's like it has to be clear to the people out there that No Jumper is bigger than any one single person's action. And therefore, if somebody loses their job, it's like the only opinion to be had of it is like, okay, like that's what the company decided that they needed to do. And I was just like, there was just way too much like angsty, fucking rebellious shit going on at a certain point. And that's probably like the biggest thing that I could recommend to you is that you just have to have the conversations to the extent where people really know what the line is and what they can and can't do. Because and would that have really worked out with those guys in the long run? I don't know, because T-Rail is a fucking, he's just like the most like rebellious person that I've ever met, which like makes him cool, but also like, and people don't even really get to see it on camera because a lot of the conversations and the arguments that we would be having in the group chat would just be like the most mind-blowingly infuriating shit ever, where he would be so wrong about something and just like doubling and tripling down on it to such an insane extent, and then also kind of like immediately after, like, I got you.
It comes across like when it comes to like AP, it's like, you know, there's some type of, you know, okay, like obviously it's worked out, but you know, whatever. It feel like, you know, and I would ask you a question. Not only that, it hurts.
I feel like they're the most hurt about it because I believe in him most as a broadcaster, and I felt like he has the most room to grow with No Jumper. That's why it's kind of weird now, is because I feel like you're not seeing him grow because he's the best podcaster in the room 9 times out of 10. And so as a result, like I felt like he was getting a lot better when he was around me because he was learning and progressing and stuff like that. And I feel like his audience has really kind of like seen the limits of where he's at as an interviewer, as a personality. And it's not like they don't fuck with him, but I feel like the interest is kind of waning because they liked him more when they were seeing him be challenged on a consistent basis. And I feel like he's not doing enough of that at this point.
Okay, so the next thing I would so compared to your current staff now, right? So your current staff now, as opposed to like AT&T level. In hindsight, you wish you had changed, or you wish you had worked it out with these guys now, new contract, or you wish you what do you think would have done? Even if you had to give up, work it out with AT&T, bro, or like you know,
But the thing is that like, you know, Sharp was already like doing the most numbers out of pretty much anybody on the platform before AT&T left. You know, so Rick Baby had kind of like just started to come around, or had only been on camera a couple of times. At that time, you know, Flacco had already been there, Almighty had already been there. So it's like we did say goodbye to a lot of people kind of all at the same time. And it is unfortunate that we haven't really like we need to add more people. This is, we've been kind of, you know, sort of antsy about who we add and stuff like that. But I think because we're doing the store thing again, and I feel like the store is going to be a big way that we kind of like are able to find a lot more talent and create a lot more content. Because I feel like there was like a spontaneity about the brand in 2017, 2018, whereas the store, where there was constantly crazy ass shit happening on streams and vlogs and stuff like that. We got rid of some of that, kind of lost some of that, and we kind of made up for it with just having all these different personalities on stream. But I wish that I had that mentality of reminding more of those while I was still at the store. Because I think when I was at the store in 2017, 2018, I think that I thought that if I was going to add anybody to the podcast, that they needed to be able to do like a great sit-down, long-form interview, like the way that I can, which is very, very rare. Like most people just are not ready for that. And even like AD and T-Rel kind of like struggle to be able to do that, and they're like pretty good on camera overall. Like to be the person that people really want to see interview somebody, I feel like is one of the harder things to pull off in media, to be that guy, you know? And so, but I didn't realize when I was store 2017, 2018 that you could just kind of like do these streams where you just got a bunch of crazy fucking people to be coming on and stuff. And I didn't like harness that the way that I wanted to back then. And I'm hoping we can kind of like grab some of that energy through the store because it's got like, it's kind of weird to like audition talent not on camera.
That's what I was thinking, which is kind of interesting. So obviously, it's kind of the epitome of they're working at no jumper. You're kind of giving them the start of media, but then they start doing some shit at the crib, which they're in control of. They own. They're more incentivized to do. But here's the thing, like for example, I'll use Flacco as an example, right? I don't know if like and somebody said this to me and I started looking at it like Flacco is way better on the stream than he is on the jumper. You know what I mean? So it's like for example, what does that mean, right? That means that Flacco probably be a bigger
An
draw on the
infinite
jumper
worthy
if
of
he gets
myself.
bigger by himself. So doesn't that put you in an interesting place where you kind of are incentivized to want them to do things outside of no jumper because he could probably get a bigger or maybe he could accelerate more and bring a bigger audience that might try to spend on
I feel like the thing with Flacco is that he's reading from a script of sorts in his videos, so he's able to like do a line a couple different times, and that's why he does stutter, and that's why it sounds so much smoother. But I agree. His videos are really good. I'm actually watching his channel. It's just kind of fucking weird to be like watching his channel and thinking like, why am I watching this guy who works for me? It's videos. I don't know. But with AD&T, honestly, like what people need to do, nobody's using it. Go back and watch like the last 6 months. That's the day. Focused on their own content and their own platforms. And it got to the point where when they would get on camera together, they would talk about their fucking YouTube analytics and what they had going on with their brand and shit like that. And I wasn't watching it, but I was like using timestamps to like grab clips or whatever. And I just started to like really dread like Wednesday night or Thursday morning when I got the timestamps in my email because I would read through it and just there was no clips. So it was like they weren't talking about anything interesting or exciting, and that was just it would just kill me. It would piss me off every fucking time. And so, like this is what I did wrong is that I should have like hit them up, had a real sit down conversation about it, and expressed this more clearly because instead I was. You should have
did the deal with them to bring them under the brand.
Episodes. What you say?
You should have did a deal with them to bring them under the brand. Like I think that's what it is. I think even what Flacco's doing, you know what I mean? I think if you guys have a bigger partnership, you should bring what he does into what No Jumper is doing. Right? Like
yeah, but I think okay, this is the thing, is that let's say when they left, let's say back on Tape was making $20,000 per month. And so if I'm the big company and I'm gonna say to them like, hey, I'm gonna sign you guys to a deal. You're gonna be in house. You're gonna do this on the No Jumper channel. Maybe you can put the clips on the other channel, or we take over ownership of your analytics on the other YouTube, whatever. Like at that point, like how much am I gonna have to pay them? Probably more than 20,000, right? If they're making 20,000,
what other partnership?
40,000, right? So well, maybe 30,000, but you probably gotta give them more than they're making on their own, right?
But what about this, right? Like again, I think that's how Barstool does it. Like like that's their show, that's their brand. Like it's not off the record as Spotify. Like listen, like you could leverage their attention
Watch my name.
That's the whole thing with us. It's like what value add are you bringing to the table when it comes to the platform? Because Barstool has a gigantic fucking ad network, and if you watch the Gillian Wallow podcast, it's like this torturous experience of having to fast forward through a 20-minute insurance lecture or a mortgage guy or whatever. But hey, shout out to them. That's probably like why Barstool allegedly gave them so much money. I mean, I do sometimes wonder about those numbers when they're talking about a $10 million
An infinite worthy of
me, that's kind of
myself.
like hard to understand. What are we even talking about? Over the course of a year? Over the course of 2 years?
For like, I think for 2. I've heard it's more, but like that never makes sense.
This won't fit.
So let's say that each episode of the podcast is worth $100,000. Let's say that they're making $100,000. Barstool makes $100,000 on each. You're telling me that like that's normal? Like I don't understand how you sell that much fucking advertising on a podcast. It's not paid at all. Because if they actually are getting that kind of money, that's amazing. I just like marketing.
I actually might agree with that. If we talk about just advertising, they have 18 times more ads.
Yeah, so it's still like
they utilize all of their like like for example, Jungle fans I had.
Ready to party.
Right? I don't know what you do, but maybe have a lot of placement, maybe like a quick read, but it's not like habitual. Like y'all ever watch like Floyd Mayweather interview and it just cut interview to like a whole other interview.
this mortgage guy who's probably a scammer, right? I don't know. Like, who the fuck are these guys? And sometimes that is the number one thing that will make me not interview you is if I Google you or search you up on YouTube and I realize that you paid to do an interview on another platform. So now I'm offended that you actually seriously think I'm going to interview you for free. So that's just a word of advice to those guys there. As soon as you pay to be on a podcast, a Floyd Mayweather podcast, let's say, I feel like that kind of X's you out of ever having any kind of legitimacy on other podcasts. I might be wrong, but at least for me, it's a major turnoff.
Yeah, but if so, like I love the kind of trade business ideas with this. So where okay, I also made the statement, right? So for example, right, you had said actually producing like I think it was at the end of the day or whatever. You said you were losing money. I get that, but I don't think so. Now,
I mean, from a YouTube perspective,
but it's not a YouTube. Candidly, not that.
Elegant.
okay, but from an advertiser perspective or whatever, it's like these ads don't pay some crazy amount, and we had our deal structured so that we were basically given like 50% of the advertisement money from a MyBookie ad or whatever to them at that point. Like that's basically how we had negotiated it. So, I mean, from my perspective, it's like maybe we were breaking even, or we're probably a big part of that though. The fact that YouTube stopped paying us on projects from them like a year ago. And it's also like the number stuff we're at the end of the day or whatever. I was looking at the analytics numbers to be like $3,000 for AdSense on episode they got 150K, which from my perspective is really fucking good. And that allowed us to pay the talent and still have a good amount left over for ourselves, and then also do brand deals on top of that. But at a certain point, that shit got cut in half, cut by like 90%. I don't know if it's just me, but in general, when we upload something, it is very difficult to get shit monetized these days, and that's why when I do an interview like the fucking THF Besu one that we're dropping right now, it's like there are just pieces of it that we want to put out like immediately, and it takes fucking 3 days to get shit reviewed on YouTube these days.
And hell out.
Yeah, no. So I look at me and you, and even like you, the way we honestly, even our content now, I've always, ever since I left for, ever since I went to every show, YouTube revenue always became like one of the most so I mean, I know like you know we show what happens. But like that's Facebook, right? Like there's other ways to kind of use that same content where
It's like on an episode, and it's just sleazy talking about your YouTube analytics or talking about your girl's new nail line or whatever the fuck it is. It's just like that's not a clip. That's not gonna do anything on Snapchat. It's not gonna do anything on Facebook. So it's just basically like just garbage, useless content that you drop it. Like they don't even know. It's just revisionist history, and they forget that like at a certain point, at the end of the day, was doing like 250, maybe 300K in the course of like a week, and then at a certain point, it became like 150, and that was basically being slurped up by their other channels, which credit to them, but me as a businessman and as a person who's building something, I should have just stepped in at a certain point and done something about it to make it work on both sides. I feel like as soon as they started doing it,
Party ain't stopping.
very eloquently and the way that English said it, you were like,
Shut down.
yo, like, Adam was stuck in that position because he was having his fan base slurped up by you guys. Like, he was paying people to become his competitors, but then if he was say anything about it, I would have so looked like a hater, and it looked like I was hating on them being independent and owning their own platforms and yada, 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 that it would have been very, very, very tough for me to come off good in that conversation. And AD gave me the most bullshit answer because he's like, no, if Adam told me that, I would have just completely switched up my content. I'm like, I'm watching this like, you cannot believe that anybody at those seriously thinks I'm going to stop ass content or whatever just because I asked you to, because I thought that it was too much. Like, it would have been World War III if I actually tried to have that conversation with him, because AD is very, like, rebellious. He's not the kind of person.
But Adam, to be fair though, that though is your fault just because what ended up being the most highly watched jumper was inner office beef with granted, I was probably listening to say, well, if this happened before, this is stuff on our shows, these guys are going cold, and then they might not have been there like again. So I think it's harder for them to enter office shit. At the office with really a lot of people do their own personal deal outside of their
It's the thing about that is that a lot of people, when I said that they were basically responsible for a percentage of the fighting and the drama and the gossip and the shit that was going on, people laughed at me and acted like I was projecting and that it was really about me. But since those dudes left, we still have a whole bunch of fucking hosts, and you haven't seen any of them beefing with each other. Like, yes, they get into skirmishes and yell at each other on stream a little bit, but the temperature has just been brought down so much as soon as those dudes left. And then meanwhile, when you look at their channels, let's be real, the only clips that do well on their channels are the ones that are talking about No Jumper, or if you include that gigantic category of their content, because that's like all of their most viewed clips, it's just other drama shit. It's just like them, basically, like they do this thing called cooking, where they just diss each other and just make accusations in ways to stir the pot. And it's like, they're pretty upfront about it. The stream makes it pretty obvious that, like, oh, you guys were the ones who were basically, like, initiating this climate of beef. When I say you guys, are basically talking AD and T-Row, because the whole era before them, House Clown and Cam Girl and shit, like, we always just got along. There would be dramatic things happening in the background at No Jumper sometimes, with people getting fired or leaving, and, like, you know, drama happening at the store. Like, all of it was basically, like, hidden from the public, because we all just kind of, like, had this conversation, not really bring that stuff to the front, or to the table in terms of what we talked about in the podcast. So if me and Camro were arguing off camera, whatever it was, never brought it to the camera. And that totally changed when those dudes came in, and now it's kind of like back to normal, where I know people have problems with each other and they get into it and shit, but it's just never like playing out on camera the same way. And I mean, that was the whole thing, is that there was all this drama and shit here, but we weren't really profiting from it. Like, we were very rarely the people who actually had clips about that stuff, where you had something crazy like fucking Kiki 80's brother, like, leaving the channel or whatever. I never said one thing about it. I never talked about it once. Everybody else was talking about it nonstop. It's like my business. Everybody else is talking about it, and I'm not even participating. It got kind of frustrating.
Hey, Adam, yeah, so we're definitely coming to LA to do a live show, man. The big Unity, you want to be a part of it? Why? It's not like, I'm going to be honest with you. Well, first of all, I did tell T-Row, I told AD, I said, hey, I felt like, you know, on the stage, they let you just go crazy. Like, Big 22 was for real boring. But I'm gonna be honest, it feels like they're stoking a fire more than they're like doing anything at this point. I feel like, you know, they do their thing, but they're not like picking at you. at a certain point, especially they've been taking the high road. I don't know if they're going to still take the high road, but eventually a reunion's probably going to happen, right?
If a reunion ever happens, it will happen on home turf, benefiting yours truly, not me pulling up to somebody else's fucking hangout where they kick it. That's not happening. But anyway, if they want to repent to their sins for their sins, they're welcome. But
AD told me this. AD told me this, and I'm gonna listen to it. He said he was over at No Jumper the moment him and T-Rail did a live show, and they did like I don't know, maybe 1,000.
They did the exact same venue that No Jumper did our first live show at. Like a couple months later.
I mean, that's impressive. So it shows that they had some connections that didn't rely on
Yeah, but it was like they kind of relied on the No Jumper brand because I don't think that they're. I mean, I'm not saying that they won't have success with their upcoming live shows or anything, but you know, the live stream that they announced at the Dodo or whatever, that didn't sell out. That's like still they have tickets available, which in comparison, those other shows that they did while they were at No Jumper sold out immediately. So, I mean, I feel like they're kind of feeling some of those growing pains of sort of being away from the place that put them on in the first place.
He's trying to say be away from the plantation. That's what he's trying to say, man. Be away from the plantation. That's what he's trying to say.
I would never make a metaphor like that. But what I am saying is that when you look at how it actually played out, is that when they left No Jumper, I said like next to nothing about them for a long ass time. And then the Jason Luss storyline, aka Cupcake, that plays out. And then I start kind of like media stuff with people who don't want to ask me about the community exit. And then I go, like that hits me up. He wants to do it because that's why I was talking to whatever on screen. Because I just, after they left, I was just like, I have no reason to want to do the platform and kind of like ruminate about the last couple of months. I just want to focus on what I'm doing on my channel. So I was saying no to everybody who was trying to have me on. Then I did Bootleg Ted, and I took some like light jabs and want to go back and look at it, where basically he says, don't you think they're going to make it more money on their own platform than they were making with you? And I said, fuck no, and went into a little bit of detail about the economics of what they're making off of their shared platform. Because back on Big, we were already going through all this shit. The Unity World, the channel, that they started when they left the jumper, it's not exactly setting the world on fire perspective. The content is doing like significantly worse than it was doing when it was on No Jumper.
That's unfair.
And I was honest about that.
It's unfair for you to say that because you were at that point where you couldn't continue to be back on the big and so they had to change, or you were going to make some type of
I never told them that I wanted them to stop streaming or that I had any kind of issue with them streaming.
But you were
to be honest, me taking AB off the Tuesday show was me trying to get them on what was going on in my own business and basically like get something going on that felt like it was a little bit more under my control. But I mean, they left to start that channel, and so you have to compare what they were making on their jumper, what they made on that channel. I can do the math in my head. I know it's probably not good.
Maybe showed us face stuff. He said you were paying $300 a week.
They're getting off Big Unity World either, because it's just honestly, it's not pulling in numbers that would suggest that they're killing it or anything like that.
Worthy of myself.
By the way, I will say that I think YouTube viewership just
kind of an episode, and that wasn't for him. He had a set salary plus additional bonuses on top of it. So, and that's why my attitude on him and my attitude on T-Rail is a little bit different, because AD dipped out and kind of like put hella pressure on everybody to leave all the way out. I feel like T-Rail got tricked up by the spot because we now know, and I'm not going to get super in-depth on it, but he's in the hole with millions of dollars. He's in debt. So he probably got money a lot more. But I mean, look at AD lost no number. Definitely like not exactly on top of the world. He was probably expecting the captain check all they did was and then the shake out as soon as he left the cover. So that's what it is. But I was just honest with Billy Kev when he asked us a question. And then AD basically like had some he's still crazy. to me, but then until the night, I give a fuck about all that tough guy rah-rah shit, which I appreciated when I was seeing you do it about some other people too. But I think in general, as journalists and media people, you can't back down and have the tough guys of the world tell you that they're going to turn you into a bat. You got to let them know, hey, I don't give a fuck, I'm not scared of you, and I'm moving right, so if you want to try something, go ahead.
You think you crossed the line when you mentioned his girl? You kind of mentioned his girl,
This won't miss.
Heather.
Watch your step.
She showed up in my DMs, invited me on her mixed drink show, which is doing an impressive 10,000 views per episode. And she invited me on her fucking podcast. And I basically acted interested at first, and then I hit her with that shit, what did I say, SMITE, that shit is ass, something like that. And I posted on my story, and then she blocked me. So I haven't been up on what Leather is up to since then. But keep in mind, the reason why I had any kind of animosity towards Leather is the fact that she kept having little fucking opinions about me on that every single week. Like, Terrell was, she's sitting there acting all hype, talking about, he got swag, I'm lit. Oh, I'm lit.
I was trying to be wrong.
Has 1,000
Sent them out for some
subscribers.
drinks.
You're not lit. We're riding on Terrell's coattails. He was nice enough to let you on your show, but now she gave his homie COVID, so that shit is all fucked up. The fan base turned on her. So I'm just over here reading their Reddit here from time to time, just sort of, making observations. But from my perspective, they fucked up. They fucked up. They left. They're making a lot less money, and they're have way less of a platform for the audience that they're talking to. And so that's my real opinion. But after this, I'll go back to being nice and not saying shit.
Hold on. How much energy do you spend on them?
They're the two are great now, whereas I say whatever I want when people like you ask me about it on my platform. For the past couple weeks, we have not discussed that on another show. I'm happy to be face. I'm trying to think of it. You gotta understand that I was I'm just using it for energy. So you see the Michael Jordan documentary where they're talking about how he would like make up beefs in his head with certain players. He would use that as fuel. I'm not saying that I'm making these beefs up in my head because I actually have a real reason to be aggrieved about the way that things went down. But in my head, I am harnessing that. In my head, when I'm listening to King Von, he's talking about them. So I'm rocking with it. The 22ster is using that energy, but I'm trying to tame myself and not just constantly go in because I feel like it's kind of and especially I thought of Big Ag when I found out about a bunch of different stuff, like the fact that mom is dead and that his girl has a sordid past that I want to speak on. But when I found out about that, I thought, what would academics do? Academics would have done a fucking 4-hour rant on YouTube and had 10,000 viewers and be going crazy and everybody would have loved it. But I'm not you. There's a certain part of me that doesn't want to bring that sort of aggression into my life, and I just chose to kind of take the high road. But yeah, I'm definitely down with other. I feel like I need to.
Y'all figured out something. Anyway, what else happened? I know you probably got some questions for me.
I definitely wrote some stuff down. Let's take a look. So okay, give me your overall impression of the Traveler Ross Youngboy documentary, because it really sent me into a Youngboy spiral like crazy. They really got some of the best in the last few years. I'm pretty real.
All that time.
So
They can't just
I thought it was a good Youngboy documentary. I don't think it was necessarily
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
I think some people watched it to kind of
Has been destroyed.
Horace is trash.
documentary to be like, hey, we're gonna find out if this guy has put money on people's heads, get them killed. We want to that's what the audience kind of wants, unfortunately. They want to know, hey, is he responsible for those guys dying? And
trash ass. Fucking God.
Person who has a combination of being a big rap star and then also having big bodies. Like young boy, yeah, you have all this depth around him, but I mean, it's totally plausible that people from his gang or from his label,
God, horse, you trash ass God.
doing this, and that he didn't even have
Fucking trash, nigga.
So it's kind of like it can only be so
Fuck.
interesting. I still thought it was pretty fucking phenomenal. But yeah, definitely like I don't know if Trap Lil Ross will ever have source material like that again.
Fucking trash, nigga.
I think after this one, and if I could give him like some real constructive advice, is that listen, first of all, you're already in that space where you're gonna get so much criticism because you're doing these documentaries that's getting so much, so much energy and attention. You have to start going a little bit into investing. I'll be honest, which means you have to unearth shit that isn't public. Because right now, he's really good at compiling the publicly available shit, and I think other than Vaughn, who literally put it all in publicly available places, his documentaries, I think we want to see him almost. It's kind of like when you ever heard of the Chicago crime scene 88 or something? Or Chicago? Yeah. Yo, that dude was saying some shit that I remember watching his channel with my mouth open, like, what the fuck? Like, there's no way this is true. He was saying new information that I had no idea. Years come to pass, he was all right. Motherfucker was right all the way. And I think, obviously that's very dangerous, number one. That's why
Super yummy.
But I think fans have this insatiable appetite for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because at a certain point, you're gonna get to the point where just like all these dudes that Vlad interviews, who are they feel comfortable, they're gangsters, they're solid, whatever, but they feel comfortable talking about shit that happened in Tupac's era in terms of murders and shootings and shit like that because it just seems so implausible that a case could be put together against them. I mean, there are bodies that I know about from off-camera conversations that I can never say on camera that I'm like secretly thinking about in the back of my head, like, oh, that is the fucking documentary make right there.
Yes.
But I mean, I can never bring that kind of
Exactly. And I think,
but that's the future of this shit, is that shit being so old, and some of this shit is 10 years old. It's fucking 12 years old or whatever. I'm talking about people that died in the whole Chicago shit. That at some point, maybe even like 10 years from now, I mean, you already have a J Main who's comfortable, and we've confirmed this story with multiple people that Fredo Santana walked up shooting at J Main or whatever, and that he used an Oblakian female as a human shield. I don't think the bullets actually hit her, but he was holding her up. I mean, multiple people have fucking confirmed that, and that's just like, that's the craziest shit in the world, that within like 10 years of it happening, we got to actually hear that shit on camera. It's probably bad for the future of humanity that we even know about that, but I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Hey, right before I get to Gunna, because I want to ask you about Gunna. What do you think? I know Van also asked you about this.
Spitting in the face of
No
corporate
Jumper
authority.
seems
Not
to
sully the moon to
be
shine.
very entrenched in gay politics. Like when I go on your channel and I see the gay crip speaks, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, I look at him like, yo, I could never do an interview. The dude, he emailed me too. He said, hey, I did it. He sent me a picture with you and him. And I guess he has like a publicist. And I was just like, I can't get it off that I'm interviewing a gay man. Like, I can't get it off. Not on my channel. Like,
everybody interviews.
No. But hear what I'm saying. Like, your channel has turned into, like, there's a lot of gang entrenched politics. Like, for example, like, a lot of stuff will stay, not said. But, like, even when AD came in, I'm talking to AD about a bunch of shit, he started bringing out certain politics to me. And I was fucking mind blown. I was like, what? All this shit's going down in LA? And then I start putting, like, this one and one together, kind of making it two. And I start looking at the content slate that you also put up. Because I would always look at certain people like, who the fuck is this? Where does Adam get this motherfucker to put on camera? And you do know, you're stirring up. I'm not saying you're like telling people you dumb shit, but you do know that Jumper is very in tune with what's happening in the gang ecosphere in LA.
I mean, if you're gonna be tuned in to what's popping in any rap scene in any city in America, I feel like you're basically gonna end up having conversations about gangs and shit. Like, that's just next to him. And we're talking about Nipsey dying, and Wack, for some reason, he's forever down to die on a weird hill. And his hill that he was down to die on that day was basically saying that Nipsey wasn't a legend because he didn't sell enough records or whatever, which, okay, he wasn't exactly like, Kendrick or Cole in terms of how many albums he sold. But to call him a legend seems proven from LA, especially how big the specter of his life still looms over Los Angeles all these years later. But in the middle of it, Blueface is sitting there just munching on chips, just fucking like not a care in the world. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck is this? You're a Crip. I'm talking the most famous dead Crip of the last 20 years, and you're sitting there munching on breakfast and shit like that. And then I figured out later on that where he's from doesn't necessarily get along with where Nipsey's coming from or whatever. And like, I was so oblivious and blind to how serious that shit is at that time. And Wack ends up getting mad at me around that time because of the fact that I was doing podcasts with people like BH and Jay Stone and all these guys who are close to Nipsey, and I was talking to them, and they were, just talking about shit, and I'm saying, well, how you feel about Wack saying that Nipsey ain't a legend? And they're all saying, or like, insinuating that they were going to do something to him. That's why Wack got mad at me in the first place. But
do you ever feel like you're flying too close to the sun? In the sense of maybe a conversation or maybe something that happens at No Jumper might turn into some shit that happens obviously outside of No Jumper, but then they're going to reference it back. Well, it started because he said this on No Jumper. Like, that's why I addressed that. But certain little things right now, because I'm like, no one, like, I'm still getting like the remnants of the Warren Chirac kind of off of me. It's kind of like, I feel like I'll never shed it. Anyway, let's quickly get on this.
Looks like it's time for me.
We're not going to be watching all 3 albums. You guys are definitely going to watch it. Apparently, he's in this video. It's called Big Mon Raps vs. Why is King Von accused of a serial killer? Because it has now come to pass that essentially King Von's name several verses quoted by some text. Okay? Now, we should probably, before we even get into this, let's Google serial killer, right? Like, now, it says in this type of Oxford dictionary, a person commits a series of murders, often with no apparent motive, and typically following the characteristics. Let's classify some of these. Serial killers is a series of 3 or more killers.
An implement
Not
worthy
less
of my
than
sample
one
has been buried.
which was committed within the United States, having common characteristics, such to suggest the reasonable possibility that the crime was committed by the same person. Now, let's right? FBI website.
But chill. You'll get
Eternal darkness embrace.
Alright. So somebody kills over 3 people. And I'm guessing it would probably have to be 3 instances of murder. So for I'm thinking like if somebody say massacre and kill multiple people, that person is a serial killer. Like, or a massacre. But they're not a serial killer. Means that
potential fabricated.
Normally you
When
would
it comes
stay
to rappers who truly keep it
I'll
real,
make an
the
exception.
Chicago drill scene has dominated for the last decade. First popularized by Chief Keef, the Chicago drill wave was characterized by rappers that grew up in the most dangerous blocks in America. With these up-and-coming artists rapping plainly and honestly about what they experienced growing up, shooting up, disrespecting their enemies, and constantly being chased by the police. Chicago drill rappers took gangster rap to raw new heights, where the stories behind the music could be matched up with the local news reports on the latest homicides. However, what happens when the people doing the killing start making the music too? Because in the years after Chief popularized the violent stories of Chicago gang life, those gangsters killing people in the streets picked up a microphone too, started rapping in the first person from a perspective of a reputation in Chicago as a fearless killer before he'd even started rapping. It's widely believed, based on statements he made in his own songs, that Von himself had killed as many as 7 people in his career. Murders even taking place after he was rich and famous, people using the major influence of the rap game to have more artists.
They can't go do that to
His
you.
journey was remarkable, extending far beyond a street player who had to kill surviving gunshots in Chicago. Because if King Von's tweets are anything to go by, he simply loved killing people. And the sheer amount of people that King Von allegedly played a role in killing has led to intense speculation as to whether he was a serial killer, a title which King Von's enemies even said that him and his
Elegant.
friends took personal pride in. Now, the FBI defines a serial killer as a person who kills over 3 people with time spans in between them of more than a month. Furthermore, serial killers tend to have an element of psychological gratification, which plays a role in the motive for their murders. The FBI also say that a serial killer might seek various kinds of gratification for their killings, such as anger, thrill-seeking, financial gain, or sympathy for attention. I personally believe that over the course of his career, King Von demonstrated all of these characteristics, and indeed classified as a serial tweeting regularly about his desire to kill, bragging about specific murders in his music, which attracted him international attention and Billboard charting songs. With his drill anthems about murdering rivals, making him a rich man with millions in his bank account. The FBI also points out another characteristic of serial killers, specifically that their victims may have something in common. For example, the demographic from
Yeah, his victim had in common that he hated them motherfuckers. Jesus. Or his victim, you know what all his victims had in common? Them niggas was cheating.
Watch your step.
That's it.
Profile, appearance, gender, or race. And it would appear that King Von only killed young black men and women from the community he lived in. These were all people just like him.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I don't think that's a mode of
Ready to party. Ready to party.
Being born into a rundown part of Chicago, growing up with a lot of disadvantages. All that really separated Von from his victims was the fact that they were from a rival territory he would leave if nobody witnessed. King Von has officially been implicated in 4 murders, 2 where he was suspected of being involved. Police didn't have enough evidence to one case where he narrowly received a not guilty verdict after a key witness disappeared and a co-defendant implicated himself. Another that he's accused of organising with 5 of his closest childhood friends the shooting of rival rapper Eddie G. Duck in broad daylight at a busy shopping district. Von will never face justice for losing his life only months before the feds would swoop in for the rest of 5 of his close friends. This particular murder would go down as one of the most brazen assassinations carried out in Chicago since the days of Al Capone. But in total, there's over 10 murders which King Von has been connected to in years. Nobody has looked into all of them in great detail until now. So today, let's take a closer look at the man, his past, and his career to find out once and for all if King Von really was the first serial killer in hip-hop history.
He was in jail for 2 murders, 1 murder and 2 attempts. 4 shooters and a hail of bullets.
All of them was got a bomb.
We found several shell casings in this parking lot.
King Von was bloodthirsty. He loved death. He loved killing.
Not a lot of violence. Just 3, how many I think?
King Von had an insatiable obsession with murder and violence.
Shooting leaves 1 person dead, 4 others.
Probably would be considered like a serial killer. Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
King Von, real name Davon Bennett, was born on August the 9th, area known as Killable, an area mainly affiliated with the Chicago gangs, the Gangster Disciples, and the Black Keystone. Vaughn would attend Barton Elementary School in the area, but despite starting life as a fairly normal kid in Chicago, he would be subjected to the influence of gangbanging in his family home from a young age. His father was Walter E. Bennett, aka Silk, a well-known street dude from nearby Ada Park. Vaughn was mainly raised by his mother, as his father was in and out of jail throughout his childhood. But Vaughn's father was apparently a legend in the streets, with ties to the street gang, the Black Disciples. However, much like Vaughn, despite the fearsome reputation he'd earned in the streets, it would ultimately be this proximity to gang life that would lead to his father's demise, as King Von's dad, Silk, was shot dead when Vaughn was only 11 years old, apparently being targeted by a sniper outside of a skating rink, according to an interview with King Von's uncle.
Rest in peace, King Von. Rest in peace, Phil. That's crazy. I'm with Big Bro every day, man. Killing genius. Like, this get deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sniper. Hit him with a sniper rifle. Yeah, skating rink, but you know, that's another story.
It seems
What? What type of beef you gotta have to basically get a sniper
Agni.
out? That must be very bad. If you are in nightmare, you on top of one of the tall ass buildings, you just get the sniper rifle, aim it at your op's house. It's only a block away. That might be a cheat code. I've never heard somebody in the hood get killed with a sniper rifle. This sounds extreme.
It's clear that King Von's father, Silk, was remembered as a legend of the block. However, coping with the loss of his father at such a young age clearly had a negative effect on the mindset of a young King Von. He would tweet and rap in freestyles years later that he simply couldn't sleep after his father's death.
My daddy, I couldn't even go to sleep.
And throughout his teenage years, he would post RIP tributes to his father on Twitter to commemorate his birthday. Naturally, Von would follow in his father's footsteps, getting involved in local gang politics at a young age, with Von actually telling 16-shot visuals in his very first interview that he got involved in the streets before grade, eventually getting his hands on guns by the time he got to high school.
He was like, told him, Pikes above Curry, like when you started. I might have beat him, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't act like, it ain't good. I just been, you know, in the streets ever since. I was like, been outside. One of the little boys that like speaking up, you know what I'm saying, all day, just doing things, the gun, all this, that kind of plays like what? Yeah, like 8th grade, 8th grade. And when you got to that point where you gotta hurt somebody or somebody trying to hurt you, you gotta.
So yo, he made it seem like it took a while. Yeah, it really didn't get to that point until it was like 8th grade.
Protect yourself.
Von would rap on the unreleased song Wait that he jumped off the porch, getting deeply involved in gang politics in 2006 when he was just 12 years old. Von would initially be a member of a local street crew affiliated with the Gangster Disciples called Killable, being seen in numerous group pictures with that crew. And affiliates from the area would later post tweets suggesting that Von was indeed putting in work for this crew during his time gangbanging in Killable, with Von himself corroborating that he was close to the members of Killable where he was born, but making it clear that he's always been a member of the Black Disciples due to his family affiliation. Now, Von would live around Killable up to around 2008 or 9, after which he would eventually move to the infamous Parkway Gardens housing development. This housing complex is notorious for its affiliations with the Black Disciples street gang. Parkway Gardens would later be referred to by insiders as O-Block, but prior to that, it was referred to as Wick City. And here, King Von would meet many of the people who would end up having a huge influence on his life and career. People famous for their affiliation to O-Block, whether through the gang wars going on there or through the music that had been made about them.
No disrespect. Let's get to the point. No disrespect.
But the very first murder that Von was associated with took place on April the 28th, 2012, when a group of 4 men would catch a man called King Doc, real name Marlon Monroe, shooting him as he walked into a convenience store, with Doc apparently stumbling into a patch of tall weeds after the shooting, where he would pass away and lay undiscovered for hours. Doc would eventually be found dead by his 16-year-old cousin, Modell McCambry. Doc would be remembered as an original native of St. Lawrence and Everhart Avenues. With his affiliation to the area, likely the reason that the killers from O-Block would target him, despite the fact that Doc had apparently left the gang life behind him, becoming a painter to get out of the streets. Apparently hurt by the death of his cousin, Modell, that boy who discovered Doc's body, would then begin to get more involved in the gangster area too, beginning to hang around with people like K.I. and FBG Duck, as well as being seen on social media with guns. In fact, it's actually around this time that social media begins to play a bigger role in Chicago. And during this time, he involved himself with Twitter, beginning a flurry of activity on the platform after signing up in June 2012, going on constantly about his activities in streets, seemingly no fear about what remained himself.
Mine is an old school killer. Look at this.
In the streets, these crimes would continue to play out. On August the 7th, 2012, India begins to play a bigger role in the gang war in Chicago. During this time, he found himself beginning the flurry of
you know what a BlackBerry is, my dude? This is before an iPhone. Nah, this nigga's serious. I'm sorry. Now, if you've been killing people since you had a BlackBerry, this is time to get out.
Hold still, please.
An enemy.
Keep on been killing niggas since you had a flip phone. I'm sorry. This is getting out. Nah, come on, bro.
Hold still, please.
Keep on been killing dudes since you had a next to the pager.
Fire! Ignite!
Remember you could ping people on the BlackBerry?
Hold still, please.
of activity on the platform, signing up in June 2012, going on to tweet constantly about his activities in the streets, particularly no fear about remaining himself. Von would openly claim to say that he was like Phineas and Ferb in the streets, his best friend, a clever co-boss, Keith Roy warning off onto this and claiming to shine up like his nothing.
We can't just do that to you.
Cops too. He would say outright that he would whack people. He regularly hits large rival hoods and gangs, and was claiming to be paranoid due to having so many people trying to kill him. Von claimed on Twitter to get so enraged whenever he hears the name Tuca or St. Lawrence that his trigger finger just starts itching. But during this time that Von was tweeting openly about all the crimes that he was willing to do in the streets, these crimes would continue to play out. On August the 7th, 2012, Von would make a tweet saying that the was in the air and that it smells like a graveyard. Then, in the early hours of the morning of the following day, August the 8th, 2012, a group of guys from Oakland, including King Von and T-Roy, would be out looking for enemies to kill. Dirty Rel, real name Terrell Joshua, an older member with affiliations to St. Lawrence and Jarrow City, who actually moved out of Chicago, back in town, his car being shot dead, found on the sidewalk on the first block of East 56th Street, just before 3:30 a.m. However, in this case, retaliation will come fast. As the day of August 8th, 2012 goes by, that same evening, around 11:30 p.m., King Von is out with his close friend White, real name Toby Gunn. They go to a convenience store together on East 63rd Street, south of North Drive. Here, Von would go inside the store whilst White waited outside. At this point, Gunman pulls up, shooting White in the back, with the police officer on his team, fire, and hitting the shooter, and managed to escape. White would be pronounced dead in the early hours of the morning. It's the night of 12. This day just so happened to be Von's 18th birthday. This was a devastating incident for Von, numerous times about the murder of his friend White, including this one where he said that he had just bought Whitey a pill and gone inside the store, only coming back outside to find a crowd surrounding his shot friend and at first believing that Whitey would be okay. After this, Von would tweet messages saying that this killing is what led him to act out, and in the days following, he would be pledging to kill his enemies publicly. Von later elaborated on his mindset around this period in his song Demon, saying outright that witnessing the death of his close friend Whitey on his 18th birthday was the exact thing that turned him into a demon. Von would back up this. Desperately wanting to get a right to K.I. and succeed on White's death in prison. In September 2012, King Von and others called K.I. on the train, apparently beating her up and spotting her on Twitter in the aftermath. Von would eventually catch up with K.I. under much more deadly circumstances, but not for a couple of years. For now, he would continue to gangbang in the streets with his O-Block brothers like T. Roy, ultimately winding up implicated in numerous murders as he continued to seek revenge for the murder of Whitewine, and one body at a time, building up a fearsome reputation as one of O-Block's most ruthless killers. Chicago drill veteran Dave Post tells 16 Shot visuals in an interview if you hung around King Von in 2012, you simply had to accept that you would be into shootouts.
Everything with Von, you had to accept everything that came with Von. You had to accept it. Accept it. Like that. You had to be with Von.
King Von was on a mission in 2012 to get revenge for the rest of the Boston gang, losing Posty and Whitewine to a demon, so he would spend every day in the streets of Chicago stalking his office and broadcasting his activities on Twitter for the whole world to see. On September the 6th, 2012, Von would get arrested, even taking selfies for Twitter inside of the cop car. He would post pictures of him and his partner in crime, T. Roy, dubbing themselves the O-Block Savages. In fact, after posting one picture together, one woman from O-Block even suggested that Von and T. Roy stop being photographed together in case somebody sends it to the police. One would tweet how him and T. Roy's names were ringing in the streets, nearly manipulating them to do their thing. Regularly used as the catchphrase to refer to his drilling, which means to the boss. He's about to go on their block and do his anything, telling them that they have 2 hours to clear the streets, promising to blast them on sight. One would even reflect on a conversation that he had had with T. saying that they can't go and civil because they think they're going to hell. What the happenings they had done in the streets. Von would even openly tweet about shooting up Dunbar High School around this time. And
a new threshold.
That he hasn't taken anybody down for a while, and saying that he's getting dry. Perhaps a tweet with a double meaning that could refer to sex or murder. That very same day, Von would tweet that his ops party tonight is getting cancelled. Later, Von is tweeting asking for somebody to come and get him. And 30 minutes later, Von tweets simply, ha, followed by 45 block B. That very day, October 13th, 2012, Odell, that's 18, found the body of his cousin dead just 6 months before. He walking down the street with another of his cousins, a young girl, when just before 9:30 p.m., somebody approached them on foot, opening fire. Modell would be shot in the chest and later pronounced dead in hospital. No one was ever charged with this murder or attempted murder. Many years later, police documents would be released revealing that King Von himself was positively identified by a witness as the shooter, with T. Roy apparently at the scene too. This meant that King Von was the prime suspect in the murder. And not only that, but King Von would tweet immediately after the killing. Now, it's important to remember that Twitter timestamps chronological continental time. That's the same as UK time, and that's why I'm releasing this one, which is 6 hours ahead of Chicago time. So for me to get the exact time of the tweet that was made by King Von or AI or somebody else in Chicago, I have to take the time that it shows on Twitter and line at 6. I'm telling you this because Modell was shot around 9:30 p.m. That means that King Von tweeted, who died, about 17 minutes after the murder of Modell took place. And that tweet was followed by yet another one reading, "It's not safe around our way," which came less than an hour after the shooting. And Von's "who died" tweet would provoke responses from somebody who even knew Modell, while saying that a dead person is...
You know what I was thinking? Because if you guys don't know how just many modern crimes solved, police, the cop is solved by that.
Ready to party.
That's why, because he's a crime first, the suspect gets killed anyway, so they're pretty much chasing their tail around. 1 second.